Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 28 of my favorite 30 solo albums, solo rock albums, rock solo albums of all time. We're counting down each and every day here in November 2023. 30 days in the month, our 30 favorite solo albums. Again, has to be from an artist that was with a notable band before they started releasing solo records. So maybe it was a single solo album filled with all sorts of guest stars, or maybe they went and did a side project that was their solo project, or maybe they left the band totally and did that solo band going forward, right? So that's kind of the criteria. I'm also not doing jazz stuff, right, because there's so many solo records in jazz. So I'll be doing a separate show with George Lamy later in the month talking about our favorite jazz and fusion solo albums. But for this month, it's basically all the rock stuff: rock, pop, hard rock, metal, classic rock, prog, that sort of thing. So this particular solo record is the second one from this Canadian-American musician, released May 14th, 1969, recorded at Wally Heider's Studio 3 in Hollywood, California, produced by David Briggs and Neil Young himself. And for Reprise Records, I'm talking about Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere from Neil Young and his little band called Crazy Horse, right? Of course, Neil Young coming over from the Buffalo Springfield. Right, that was the notable band that he was with. Shortly thereafter, joins Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, right? But this is his second solo career record, basically after Buffalo Springfield and his stints with Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young. He's mostly been a solo artist for the rest of his career, but that's not how he started off. So on this particular album, which we have talked about here on the channel before. This is my favorite Neil Young album. Neil on guitar and lead vocals. You got Danny Whitten on guitar, lead and backing vocals. Billy Talbot, bass guitar, and Ralph Molina on drums and backing vocals, right? So, what do we have on this album? Some pretty cool stuff, actually. You got, and this is more, the reason why this is my favorite Neil Young album, I like the harder rock of Neil Young. That's basically my go-to for Neil. While I do like some of the, the pop and the more country rock or country-ish stuff that he does, I don't mind that. I like when Neil rocks a bit. That's kind of my go-to Neil is the heavier stuff, the more rockin' stuff, the grungy stuff, that sort of thing. So we got, of course, Cinema Girl is on here. Prototypical harder rock and Neil. Great song, great riff, excellent track there. One of his signature rock songs. Then you got Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere, also terrific. Love the chorus on that. You got Round and Round, It Won't Be Long, another cool song. That's a little more in the kind of mellower frame of things. And then ending side one, you have two great kind of mini epics on this album. You have Down by the River, which is this 9-minute plus track. It's kind of haunting, it's rocking, slashing guitar solos in there. Really cool song, one of my favorite Neil Young tracks, actually. Down by the River is awesome. And then over on side two, you got The Losing End, When You're On. Again, that's more of the kind of like the country rock type of thing from him. You got Running Dry, Requiem for the Rockets, also kind of in that vein too. But these songs, they all rock a bit, but they just got really good vocal harmonies, got that kind of mix of pop and country and grungy rock, right? The whole album is steeped in that. And then, of course, side two ends with the other mini epic, which another one of my favorite Neil Young tracks of all time is Cowgirl in the Sand. Cowgirl in the Sand is really good, dramatic, really good guitar work from Neil on this. Again, Neil is the king of simple guitar playing, but it's oh so effective. He's got that just raunchy, dirty tone, and it's got the extended solos on here. Love the vocals on here, the vocal harmonies. All the vocal harmonies on this whole album. All guys in the band take part, and it's really good stuff. So yeah, this is a really special album. Again, I've always liked Neil Young. I'm not the hugest Neil Young fan, but I do have a lot of his material, and he's like one of those guys that when I'm in the mood for Neil, I like to have his stuff around because I do get in those moods every now and then. I know a lot of people just love him, right? One of their favorite artists ever. I get it. I really like him. I'm not the most massive fan, and he's got such a huge discography, and there's a lot of albums that don't really appeal to me, but I like a lot of the classic stuff, from the late 60s and the 70s, and then a couple, dash through the 80s and 90s as well. So, charts. The Billboard charts here in the States. This made it to number 34. In Canada, made it to number 32. And in Spain, this made it to number 18. As of the certifications, we got the UK. This was a silver seller. 60,000 units sold, and here in the States, platinum, 1 million copies sold. And as far as the singles go, in 1970 they released Cinnamon Girl, which made it to number 55 on the U.S. Billboard singles charts. And see if any other singles. I don't believe so. Actually, no. Down by the River also released. That was released in May of '69. Cinnamon Girl was released April 20th of 1970. So Cinnamon Girl was the only one that actually charted. So, yeah. So, let us know what you think of Everyone Knows This Is Nowhere from Mr. Neil Young down in the comments below. But list your pick for today, pick number 28 of your top 30 favorite solo albums. Got a long way to go, right? So we'll see you tomorrow for pick number 27. Till then, visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. So thanks in advance for all your support there. And we'll see you in just a little while for Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. Till then, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.